Gregory King continues the story from Sherry Reed's Riverside House on the Hill.
While I'm hidden here waiting for my face to get back to something like normal and for my ribs to knit, I'm hamstrung. Sherry just arrived back from town in a speedboat without any particularly good news, but 2 more items of bad. There's still no reply from Tom Cutts in London, and the second item you'll find in the morning papers. Sherry's reading them now, and from the look of the girl, she's just beginning to realize what she's mixed up in.
Angus Dobie's dead.
How right you are.
But it says here it was an accident.
Accidents don't happen this opportunely. Not for the NightShade ring or anyone else, Sherry.
But it says he was drunk. Had been drinking heavily. Those are the words.
If I wanted to get rid of you, do you know what I'd do?
Don't talk like that, Keene.
I'd force you or trick you into drinking yourself silly. Then I'd put you behind the wheel of that open 2-seater of yours and head it into deep water, after giving you a clout on the front of the head to make sure the water didn't wake you up.
Do you think that's what happened to Angus Dobie?
Sticks out like the jib on a crane.
But what had he done to be murdered so deliberately?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Who are they, Keene, and what's their motive?
Their motive for Dobie, my dear girl, was me. Dobie lied to the police about me and about Bruno Kesselring. From the NightShade people's point of view, he could be persuaded to tell the truth if I got at him. So, the minute I escaped from the police car on the harbour bridge, Dobie had to go. Well, he's gone.
It says here he had a wife and 2 children.
I can imagine the NightShade crowd weeping their eyes out over that.
Well, tell me, who are they?
Felix Schuberman is one. Carlotta Magnani could be another. Torres was one, and so is the fellow Mike who shot him.
Who else, Keene?
The chap who's impersonating me this minute, that's obvious.
Do you know, I'm scared.
It shouldn't have taken you so long.
Well, until now, none of it seemed real. But hearing you talk about Angus Dobie and then reading about his dead body being hauled out of his car in 12 feet of water...
Did you see anyone you knew in town this morning?
Gene Collins. The doctor, you remember? He was waiting for me at the flat.
Oh.
I told him you'd just disappeared.
Did he believe you?
No.
That's wonderful.
But he won't go to the police.
Who says so?
I say so, Keene. Dr. Collins won't go to the police about you.
You'd better be sure of that, baby.
I am sure of it. Don't call me baby.
Collins couldn't fool you, is that it? Well, come on, how do you know he'll keep quiet for certain?
He wants me to marry him. This morning I let him think... Well, I know he'll do anything for me. Literally anything.
I see. The old story, eh?
You should be the last to complain. If I can get round Gene Collins with a few kisses and a certain look in my eye...
I'm not complaining.
You're not?
No.
Well, you should be, bother you. Don't you care 2 pins who I kiss and who I don't?
I don't own you. Well, where are you going now?
Back to town. I won't stay here. I'm going back to the flat. I'm going to throw a party and I'm going to get as high as the Kenilworth building. And I'm going to drool over every man I can get inside my place, and that's plenty.
Have fun.
If you want anything, get on the phone. And as soon as you're well enough to move, get out from under my skin.
That could be arranged right now.
You'll have a long swim, because I'm taking the boat and I'm going alone.
All right, if it'll make you happy, I'll be furious with you for holding hands with Gene Collins. Any takers?
Right now, nothing would make me happy about you. I wish I'd slammed the door in your face when you came up to my flat, Keene. And next time I will. I can at least get some response from Gene Collins. Goodbye. Listen, Peggy. I'm having a do tonight, 7 sharp. Bring any man you like. You're dead right. It's on the spur of the moment. I'm going to get lit up like a ferry boat. Well, there's someone at the door. I'll have to go. See you tonight. Bye. Oh, if this is Gene Collins again, I'll give him such a welcome he'll wonder what he struck.
Good afternoon. Miss Sherry Reed?
Yes?
I'm Detective Inspector Murray. This is Sergeant Elliot. I should like a word with you. May I come in?
Why not?
Thank you.
Press straight on through, out onto the terrace. Sit down.
Thank you.
What have I done? Forgotten to vote or something?
Were you here in this apartment the night before last?
Sure I was. I live here. Do you want a drink?
No, thank you.
Well, I do.
Miss Reed, we've been informed that you are harboring a wanted criminal.
Oh, I always do. Anytime you call, you'll find dozens of them here. Who gave me away?
Young woman, this is a serious matter.
Not if you're looking for gangsters in my apartment, it's not.
I'm looking for a man who's wanted for murder. A man named Sammy Rice.
I don't know anyone called Sammy Rice. Hey, you! Whiz out to the kitchen and bring in some Coke.
Sergeant Elliott will get you your Coke in a moment. According to our information...
Who was it? Gene Collins?
It's beside the point.
Was it Gene Collins?
If it's all the same to you, I'll ask the questions.
I'll save you the trouble. 2 nights ago, a man calling himself Gregory Keene leaned on my buzzer till I opened the door. I called a doctor, and I had him looked after.
How often do you admit strangers in the middle of the night?
Just as often as they arrive in Keene's condition.
I see. What became of this man?
Well, I left him alone for a while. When I came back, he was gone.
I must warn you, Miss Reed. If you withhold any facts about Rice, or Keene, as you call him, you'll find yourself facing a serious charge.
Look, I can take whom I please into my own home by night or by day. Charge me with that.
It is an offense to harbor a criminal.
I'm not psychic. I didn't ask the chap if he was a criminal or St. Francis of Assisi. Look here, you're beginning to bore me. Why don't you run along?
Have you any knowledge of Rice's whereabouts at this moment?
No.
Have you any idea where he went when he left this flat?
No, I haven't. And it's not a flat, it's a penthouse.
My most abject apologies.
Oh, look, honestly, fellas, I suppose it was silly to take the man in the other night, but I did. And he's gone, and that's all I know about it. Now, stop scaring me to death. How was I to know he was a murderer?
Well, you know now. If he should come near you again, you're expected to get in touch with us at once.
Keene, come near me? You can bet your blue-chip boots there's not much chance of that.
Oh? Why not?
Ask him yourself when you catch him. He'll probably tell you I'm not his type. I'm having a binge tonight, and so far only half of them are asked, so if you're not going to take me up on that drink, do you mind if I get back on the phone?
I have a warrant to search your premises.
Go right ahead.
Miss Reed, is this your only address?
Yes, of course.
Very well. We'll take no longer than we have to. I hope you realize we've no choice but to search your place.
How many more times do I have to tell you make yourself at home? And if you find Gregory Keene, can I have him for just a few minutes? Murderer or not, I thought he was kind of cute.
Elliot, take that room on the right first.
Yes, sir.
I'm glad to see you take the matter so lightly, Miss Reed, but I doubt if the man Rice murdered thought he was kind of cute at all.
So the angel said, it wouldn't have done you any good, old chap. The joint coal board only took over last week. Here's Murray now.
Taking my chaps off their work with another of the human man tales, eh? Sorry to keep you waiting, Felix. Come into my office.
Thanks. I had to drop in, old boy. I thought I'd hang around till you were free. Anything new on Sammy Rice?
It's odd that you should ask. Why do you?
Well, hang it, Murray, I'm interested in the fella. How in the world could I not be after those yarns he was spinning about Gregory Keene?
We'll have him in 24 hours.
Devil you will. Good work.
He's managed to cover quite a lot of ground.
Uh-huh. Well, come along, let's have it.
A fellow called Eugene Collins, a doctor, came in here this morning.
Uh-huh.
He didn't exactly say so, but I gathered that Sammy Rice was moving in on his girl.
Well, he's choosing an odd time to play.
And odder people to play with. The night before last, Sammy Rice was in this girl's apartment, badly beaten up.
Well, hanged 2 nights ago. Where is he now?
I've Paul Elliott and another fellow tailing the girl to find out.
Well, they better be good.
They are.
What is she, the tough type?
Living in the penthouse of the Cunningham Towers? I should say not.
You know, this Rice certainly gets around.
He won't be getting around much longer.
Well, you're doing fine, my old boy. Stay with it. Have you time for a quick Hague and Hague?
Sorry, Felix, not right now.
I'll get along then. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Keep me posted. I have a personal interest in friend Rice. Oh, by the way...
What is it?
This, baby in Cunningham Towers who's so charming as Rice. What's her name?
Didn't I tell you? Sherry Reed.
Sherry Reed, eh? It's a nice name. Well, so long.
I can't sit here alone with the telephone much longer. I must have some action. So why don't I call Sherry Reed? Yes, why don't I phone her and tell her to get back here with that speedboat? My old friends the gremlins are sitting on my shoulder again. One of them's whispering. He's telling me I'm not as safe here as I seem. Tonight.
Once again, the Nightshade ring is closing in on Gregory Keene. Listen to the next chapter in this story of intrigue, Deadly Nightshade.